you are rich and famous, or you want to be rich and famous. Well, that's a good thing, because all of us aspire to be well known, to have lots of money. But becoming rich and famous comes with its own share of negativities. You can be engulfed, entrenched in certain scandals that can ruin your career, that can make you step down from a very lucrative position that you have worked all your life to achieve. It can be something that can ruin your reputation in society also, and you would be regretting the day why you did all things like that. The Epstein files, it is a great example of the thing that I'm talking about. You know, when I looked through Wikipedia, when I was talking about this, and I saw an entire list, categories A, B, C, D, E, F till Z, the categories and numbers of people that were associated with the Epstein files. And they were all rich and famous. Did they have a thread running past through them that connected them? Yes, astrologically we can take out the thread that connects them. First and foremost, I like to tell you that I took out chart of a couple of people, not couple, quite a few people, and amongst them I chose to discuss with you few charts. Bill Clinton, Jeffrey Epstein, obviously. Then we have Ghislaine Maxwell, who was one of the ladies who procured children below 14 years of age for the high and the mighty. And then we have Bill Gates, whose name is there. We have Donald Trump. Obviously, we have Andrew Mountbatten, Windsor. So all of these are very famous names, and they're contemporary names that we see. And what do they have in common? Before I move ahead and analyze their chart, I'd like to talk about certain points, be it the planets, be it the houses concerned, or the nakshatras concerned. The planets that play very important role here are Sun and Rahu. Why Sun? Sun is the karaka of name and fame. Sun is the karaka of control also, because it is the government, it is the highest position authority possibly can be when we talk about work, when we talk about something great, something big, business, whatever that there is, on a government level, whatever that there is. So Sun has to be very strong in the chart, and in some way, if it is afflicted by Rahu, Rahu is all about showbiz, and it is a great affliction wherever that there is. So whenever these points we find in the charts, Sun and Rahu, a combination, then it is something to look out that these people can abuse powers. These people will have a tendency to move towards an area where power would be aphrodisiac for them, because it gives them control over various lives. And when we talk about the houses, we need to check out the houses which are the 8th house, the 5th house, and the 12th house. Why the 5th house? The 5th house, because it is the house of name and fame. Anything that is done in darkness, be it research or be it sexual scandal, all is done behind closed doors in darkness, so that is associated with the 8th house. And finally, the 12th house is also the house of bed pleasures, foreign locale, foreign travel, as you would find in Epstein files to be. Let's come to certain planets. Let's come to certain nakshatras, because they will help us move into a better zone, a zone that will take us deeper inside. The Jyeshta nakshatra is all about high and mighty. It's all about power. It is about the king who is on the highest possible position. The Vishakha nakshatra talks about ambition. You want to be rich, you want to grow till you cover it all. That is what Vishakha nakshatra gives you. It gives you an ability to move in that direction. Kritika nakshatra moves into an ability of infidelity. I would like to add here that these nakshatras have a good many points also. But the flip side, the dark side, can be very entrailing. It can be very alluring, and it can be very pulling. So the dark side often shows up in charts that you see. You cannot reach a king's position without working hard. So yes, Jyeshta does give you that ability to work hard to achieve that position. but at the same time it does give you an affliction or an affection for power, for wine and women that can be a downfall. Coming back to Kritika. Kritika nakshatra is a nakshatra that can see infidelity, that can see a lot of lust within its, within its boundaries. So that is the fallback of this nakshatra, the grey point of this nakshatra that we need to be aware of. We talk about Mrigasira. What does Mrigasira do? Mrigasira is a nakshatra that in essence its quality is to give enjoyment, to get enjoyment. It also has that ability where a person would be moving into a zone of when you see your desires being fulfilled, you do not care who gets hurt, you do not care how you are working, because on a short term your temptations, your desires are getting fulfilled, but on a long run it can be detrimental for you. So when you're not thinking about the consequences or the impact it can have on your life, you would definitely not think about the consequences or the impact it is having on any other person's life. And let's now talk about the Mula Nakshatra. Mula Nakshatra can take you towards research, but it also can take you towards perversion. It can also take you to a very low height of quicksand when we talk about, getting into the murky depths of sexuality. That's one nakshatra we need to be careful about. And Rohini is all about looks, it's all about beauty, it's all about control, it's all about growing. So those people who need these channels to grow and grow rapidly can have strong planets in Rohini. And finally, when we talk about Aslesha, it's all about captivating others, it's all about making an impression, and it's all about hypnotizing others, being hypnotized by others, or it's all about gaining that wealth and that effect. Having said all this, let's talk about a few people. As I told you, we begin with Jeffrey Epstein. His Ketu is in Aslesha. That's the cutest point. He doesn't have any of these nakshatras. And his Ketu is in the 8th house of Aslesha. He made his money the wrong way round, and so much of his money was undisclosed. 8th house is, as I keep telling you, it can give you huge sex scandals, it can give you huge amount of undisclosed, unaccounted money, and it can also, with the Aslesha being in the helm, be very observatory, can help you lead others down the path of downfall, spirally moving down, causing lot of spiritual as well as mental harm to your own self. And that is exactly what this man did to many others. I'd also like to draw attention to your attention to Ghislaine Maxwell. She's a lady and has been associated with Jeffrey Epstein for a long period of time. Can you beat that? She has her sun, Venus, Mars in Mula Nakshatra in the 8th house. That is why she was capable of doing all the murky things that she did. She has a Lagna in Rohini Nakshatra and Rahu and Moon in Aslesha Nakshatra. That's the 3rd house of being very dangerous, of being vindictive, of being having her eyes to find prey and to grab them till they just lose all hope over life. That's the way she worked, that's the way she did her job, and that's the way she lived life. So that's and when we talk about ladies, that's one thing that I take it very personally, because I find that when we've thought that this shouldn't be our forte, but then she did it, because look at her combinations out there. Let's talk about Bill Gates. Bill Gates has his Rahu in Jyeshtha in the 6th house. I don't care about anything except winning, and winning it any which ways that there is. That's what this Rahu tells us. He has Venus and Saturn in Vishakha. Again, that is also telling us that the level of his ambition in the 5th house, the need to be on the top of the world every time. Rahu in Jyeshtha is also telling us his love for wine and women, his addiction to wine and women. And this Vishakha Nakshatra with the Saturn and Venus is also telling the same thing, the need to be in the 5th house. for my name to spread far and wide and probably remain alive till eternity. And then he also has his Ketu in Mriksara. He was an all-out guy, and there is so much more that his divorce can let us know, but then we'll not go there. So it is, I need to have my enjoyment and I damn the consequences for it. Finally, let's come to Donald Trump's chart. We'll also move on to Andrew Mountbatten Winster's chart. So hold on till the last. When we talk about Donald Trump's chart, we see that he has his Ketu and Moon in Jyeshtha, and he has his Sun and Rahu in Rohini. The beautiful they are, the better it is. That's all I can say at the moment, because we've done these nakshatras in great detail in the upper charts. Andrew Mountbatten Winster, he is the former prince, the second to the throne at one time of throne of Great Britain. Last year he was stripped of his title because of his activities becoming known, not only with Jeffrey Epstein but other activities, other financial issues that he did which were not correct, that have crept up. So we see that he has his moon in Vishakha, which again makes him highly ambitious, but he also has his Jupiter in Mula in the 6th house. His moon is in it's the Lagna Lord and it's in the 4th house. It's a Digbali moon, highly ambitious, and can go to any level to get his work done or to meet his ambitions. And Vishakha also gives a lot of lust, it also gives a lot of addictions, so that all combined did not make him a very good human being. But again, these combinations are things that one needs to avoid, and as people keep asking me when they come for their charts, I keep telling them that these are the drawbacks that you should actually look out for or you should step back from, because they can bring you to a brink of ruin. Do let us know how you found this video. Until we meet with you again, stay safe.
Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.